What is up, fishing world? Trevor Wagner coming at you. It's a nice cloudy, overcast, little fog day out here on the lake. As you can see, I already got fish jumping. So we're gonna get to it. Hopefully I can catch some fish today and just have a good day. It's Labor Day weekend. So I'm at a lake that doesn't get a lot of boat traffic, so hopefully that won't be an issue. All right, guys, let's see what we can catch today. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh. Okay, you gotta sit. Oh. Oh. Buddy. Oh, getting the bite. Just. Oh. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? I don't know how big you are. Finally. Woo! That took some time. Woo! Not very big, but dang. Finally got one. Woo! On the chatterbait. Oh, you choked it, buddy. You choked it. Wow. Did you guys see that? Holy crap. That guy came up like he was gonna kill it. He wanted to kill it. He just missed it. Alright guys, well that's a wrap for today. We're gonna talk about this in the tackle room. I really struck out a lot today. I had a lot of swings and misses. You see that one frog? Hopefully I got a good picture of that so I could show you guys. That thing came up out of the water. He swung and missed, just like I did most of the day. I did get a couple in the boat, so all in all, it was still a good day to be out on the water. Let's head to the tackle room and let's talk about today. All right, guys, see you in a minute. All right, as you can see, we are back in the tackle room, out from that trip. Man, that was one of those trips that you want to soon forget. I don't know if while I was out there they were just I just felt like they just weren't committing to the top water. They were hitting it. I was swinging. I was missing. As you can see, there was six. I put six misses that I had on in this video. So I just want to share that with you guys so you could see that, all the YouTubers that are out there, they're not always out there slamming all the fish, bring them in the boat. We do have tough days. And that day, it was a tough day. I was getting the bites. I was getting the hits on the top water. I was just failing to connect. Buzzbait wasn't working. The frog wasn't working. I tried two different frogs. I tried, my flapping frog, Spro flapping frog. Then I went and switched it up to the popping frog, the swamp lord, and as you can see that last frog miss in there that we talked about at the end when I got off the water, dude, he hated that thing. He came up. You can see that close up. He came up out of the water. He dolphin dived that thing. He was trying to kill it. But that's kind of the way it was. They were hitting it, but they weren't hitting it. And then, I was able to get the skunk out of the boat, throwing the chatterbait around. That was the only bite I got on that chatterbait. And it was interesting. You might not have seen it in the video because the way the line was in the water. But where I cast it by that stump that was sticking out, as I was bringing it through, there was some grass in there. So I popped it through the grass. And then after I popped it through the grass, I watched my line start swimming away. And I was like, all right, well, there's a fish that hit it right out of that grass, but I didn't feel him hit it. It was almost like when I popped it out of the grass, he just sucked it in his mouth and started swimming away. And so when I set the hook, that's why when I said it, I was like, man, he choked it because he had it way down in his gullet. So he just swallowed it up and he was swimming off with it. He didn't hit it hard. So I think that was probably the issue that day. We were a post cold front coming in. We had some clouds. It was supposed to rain. It rained overnight, but the rain stopped when I got on the water, which I was really hoping it would have been raining when I got on the water, because there's nothing better than a buzzbait bite in the rain. It's so much fun. But so with the chatterbait, I just want to talk about that real quick because I did not have my chatterbait rod with me because I was not expecting to throw my chatterbait. I was expecting the grass to be so choked up from the last time I was out there that there's no way you could throw a chatterbait out there unless you were just burning it, trying to burn it across the top, but it would still get hung up. But the grass had kind of laid down a little bit, but I had a chatterbait in my, if you don't have one of these on your kayak, I highly suggest getting one because I have, some miscellaneous baits and stuff in here from my trips, and I happen to have a chatterbait in there. And so I grabbed that chatterbait, but I was like, man, I don't have my chatterbait rod, and I don't have my cranking rod with me because this lake is I'm fishing grass, and I wasn't planning on throwing any crankbaits to rip it through the grass. So the only thing I had with me was my spinnerbait, jig rod, like small jig, like swim jigs and stuff like that rod with me. So I was like, well, got to make do with what I got. So I tied on the chatterbait onto my Dobyns Fury, spinnerbait, underspin, swim jig rod, and it got the job done. So if you're wondering, again, that's the chatterbait that I use, just the original chatterbait, shad pattern. I just have a nice little trailer on it. But this is the Dobyns Fury series. This is the 734C. Again, this is mainly used for, it says for spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, Cincos, horny toads, jigs, and small swim baits. Like I said, I love it for my swim baits. I love it for those small swim jigs. I love it for my underspins. Never really tried it with the bladed jig until that day. Obviously it worked. Pinned him down there pretty deep. Got him in the boat. He didn't throw it. So on this, again, I have this. This is my Corrado 200 reel that's on there. Freaking love that reel. And because it's my small swim jigs and spinner baits, It's in a 6:2 gear ratio, so again, good workhorse reel that I have. And I run, this is 17-pound fluoro on here. So again, works really well for everything I had. And on this day, worked really well for the chatterbait. All right, guys. Well, that was my epic fail day, as I like to call it. But we've all had those days when we get out on the water and things just aren't going your way. You're getting the bites. You're just not hooking them. You're not getting them in the boat. There's just things going on. And so I just wanted to share that day with all of you. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really would like it if you comment down below if you ever had a day like that where you're out there, you're getting the bites, but you're just not getting the hook sets. You're not getting the fish in the boat that you think you should. Comment down below and let me know if you've ever had one of those days where it's just not working out the way you think it is. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Again, if you're watching this, it doesn't cost you anything. Hit that subscribe button down there. I'm really trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. I really think I could do it, but I need your guys' help. I get some views, but not a lot of subscribers. Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to ring that bell, that's great. You can see it coming when it comes across your feed. But if you don't like all the notifications, that's fine too. I just want the subscribers so I can, get that count up. So thank you guys again. Like I always say, if you can, get out and fish, catch some bass. All right, guys. Until next time. Do better than me. Get them in the kayak or the boat and not just hook them and let them go. All right, guys. Have a good one.